Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. I know everybody loves to talk about shoes. So in today's video, we will be talking about bowling shoes and the different brands that are out there, the different types of shoes, the differences between the rental shoes and the professional shoes and the regular style. So hopefully you learned something in this video today, and let's go ahead and get into it. I'm just going to go over a few points here again. I know, again, everybody loves shoes, and I'm going to play a commercial for you. The reason why I want to play this commercial is because people, they love shoes. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, the color of your skin, what the culture is. Everybody loves shoes. Some people love them because that they're comfortable. Some people think that they give you power. Some people think that they make you run faster or perform better. And at the end of the day, shoes are shoes, but they do serve a purpose. So I'm going to show you a famous commercial that I'm sure we've all seen. I don't know about the younger people, but if you were born whenever I was born, and maybe on up, you know this commercial by heart. So I'm going to go ahead and play it here.
This is Blackman here with my main man, Michael Jordan. Yo, Mike, what makes you the best player in the universe? Is it the vicious stunts?
No, Mars.
Is it the haircut?
No, Mars.
Is it the shoes?
No, Mars.
Is it the extra long shorts?
No, Mars.
It's the shoes then, right?
Nah.
Is it the short socks?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes. Shoes. You sure it's not the shoes?
I'm sure, Mars.
What about the shoes?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes.
All right, I hope you liked that commercial. I know I did. I loved all the Michael Jordan commercials, especially the ones with the Gatorade commercials. Those were really good, really good. All the Spike Lee commercials, they're almost always good. This kind of depends on what it was, but yeah, I really like that one. The reason why is everybody thought that Michael Jordan, he done so good because of the shoes. And heck, they even made a movie about it. It was Like Mike. It had Bow Wow. And Bow Wow, again, he got those shoes and they had MJ on them. And so they were Michael Jordan shoes. So even from that movie, kids thought, oh man, Michael Jordan, he has powers. If I wear anything that has Michael Jordan on it, it's going to make me like Mike. So that's how that movie kind of came about. But again, everybody assumes that the shoes give you powers, and they don't, but they do either make you feel good or look good, and sometimes both at the same time. So I'm going to cover different types of bowling shoes, so that way we have a better understanding of what type of shoes there are out there. So the first one is rental shoes. We all know what rental shoes are. It's whenever you go to the bowling center and you rent your bowling shoes. And so whatever they have behind the counter, that's what you're going to get. And they're not really good for bowling a league or whatever. It's more or less something just to use in order to just have fun with, in order to go in and put on some bowling shoes in a way that you can slide toward the foul line, and that way you don't plant and then fall forward. That's basically what rental shoes are meant for. And then you got your athletic style shoes. Your athletic style shoes are just like the regular shoes. The only difference is they have an athletic styling to it. So you have more of like an athletic shoe of what runners would use or even basketball players would use. You have that style, but they are made for bowling to where that you can slide and also have grip with the opposite shoe. And then the regular shoes are just the same thing. The regular shoes are normally shoes that don't have a grippy sole on the right. Usually you'll have like a universal style where you can slide on either foot, which creates issues with your grip, which is the reason why you'll see a lot of people get the regular shoes and use the one for sliding, whether they're left-handed or right-handed. Use the one for sliding, and then the other one they'll just use like a regular shoe that you would wear outside. And so that way that you can get grip with that shoe and then slide with the normal bowling shoe. And then you have your performance shoes, which normally has interchangeable soles or heels. Now, the performance shoes is what professionals use, even league bowlers use. Anybody can use them. They just cost a lot more money. That's the whole key with them. But they are worth it because, one, they last long, but two, you mostly get the interchangeable heels and soles just simply because there's different conditions at play. Sometimes the approach may be really tacky, really sticky, and so you're sticking, and so you need something that's going to slide more. Or they may be too slick. Maybe they use too much of the solution on the approach, so you need to have something that has a little bit more grip. That's what those soles are for, is to change the level of slickness or stickiness or grippiness, however you want to say that. So a one sole would be more grippy than another sole. I know Brunswick, they have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. The 10 is the most slick and the 2 is the most grip. And so you have levels. And so depending on what the approach is doing, you can use whatever sole in order to help that. And the same thing with the heel. You have different styles of heels, different thicknesses of heels, and so it's all made for grip. And so you need your sole to slide, and then you need your heel in order to kind of stop and grab. That way that you can stop as you go into the foul line there. All right, so now we're going to be talking about the bowling shoe brands. There's a lot out there. I'm just going to cover the ones that are the most popular, just like in the previous video when I was talking about bowling bags. And so these are the most popular brands that are used, still used today and made, and they make bowling shoes. All right, so the first one is by far the most popular. They've been the most popular brand for a long time, in my opinion, and that is Dexter. And then you have Brunswick, KR Strikeforce, Hammer, Storm, 3G 900 Global, which is all the same brand, and then BSI and Lens. I have used Dexter, Brunswick, Hammer, and Lens, and Storm. I have not used KR Strikeforce or BSI, so I cannot give my opinion on those brands. But I think my favorite brand has either been Dexter or Lens. I don't know what it is, something about the support. I've used Brunswick before. It just, I don't know. I think it's really has to do with being comfortable, but also having that balance at the foul line and getting your body and your feet in order and feeling comfortable, just like you would if you're playing basketball and you're going in for a layup. You need the shoes for support, but you also want to be able to perform once you get toward the basket and jump and leap toward the basket. Whereas in bowling, you want to have the support and balance as you slide into the foul line. So that way, one, you're comfortable and your feet don't hurt, but two, you have the support that you need in order to have the right amount of balance as you get toward the foul line. All right, so now I'm just going to show two different pictures, and I'm going to compare the performance style shoe versus the regular style shoe. And there's a clear difference between the two. So I'm just going to cover that here. And as you can see, this is the performance style shoe right here. And then I will show you the regular style shoe. And you can see a clear difference between what the soles look like. These soles are the same on both sides. Whereas with the performance shoe, look at the soles here. They are different. And the reason why that is because, again, what I was covering before, the performance style shoes will have the left or the right, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed. But if you slide with your left foot here, which I do because I'm right-handed, this will have your sole and your interchangeable heel. And again, It's the same thing with this right foot, where this is for the grip. These are grippy soles and a grippy heel. And the reason why you do that is to get the most grip as you push off and go toward the foul line and into your slide. Although there's some bowlers out there who don't slide, and that's not a very good idea because you're going to have some knee issues on down the line that you probably don't want to deal with. But I've talked to people before, and they don't really care about that. But these are for the people who do slide, because you are meant to slide. That's the whole point. And it's because it's easier on your body. It's easier on your knee, your ankle, your back. So again, this is the left foot where you slide, and this is the right foot where you grip. Whereas with the regular style shoe, you don't have that. These are just the same on both sides. You can slide on both sides. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, you can use either shoe, but the problem is the other shoe will not have as much grip. You can make it half grip. I mean, you can make it sticky if you want to. You can make it wet, and that would give you some more grip. You can lick it or do whatever, which I wouldn't really recommend that. But yeah, that's the whole issue with these shoes. But they're cheaper, and that's the whole thing. People like these because they are cheaper, and people also like these, but they are way more expensive. So at the end of the day, it's your choice on what you want to do. I know with the PBA, they have a rule that you cannot use any other shoe besides the ones that are product registered. And so you have a choice of whatever brand that they allow. And so, but if you're just bowling on a league, you're bowling high school, if you're just bowling in youth league, then really you don't really have too many issues until you go bowl into a tournament, or until you go bowl in a tournament. And so you have to just look at the rules and see what the rules are and see what works for you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what brand that you choose. They're all about the same. Some have slight differences here and there, but it's more or less what stands out and what will give you the most performance at the end of the day. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you learned something today about bowling shoes and something that you can take home with you. Again, choose any brand you want. Doesn't really matter. Just choose whatever is the best price for you if you're on a budget. But I think I would start out with Dexter. That would be my opinion. And kind of move on from there. Just try different ones along the way. See what you like better. But Dexter has been around for a long time. That's not my endorsement at all. I haven't used Dexter in a while, but I think it's a good brand to start off with. But you don't have to. You can go with whatever brand you want to. So I hope you learned something in today's video, and I hope you like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.